Solutions Review is on location at Commvault GO in Nashville, Tennessee. Brought to you by Commvault.
We are here at Commvault GO 2018, and we're going to be talking about HyperScale software and appliances. We're with Phil Wandrei, Solutions Marketing Director at Commvault, and HyperScale is a great name for a product. And as I understand it, it's really appropriately named because it's all about scale with regard to trying to provide backup and recovery in a very cloud-like way, but still being software and hardware.
Exactly. With Commvault HyperScale, it really takes our Commvault Complete backup and recovery software and it allows it to be implemented on a scale-out infrastructure. So with that scale-out infrastructure, hence the name HyperScale, it really provides a cloud-like experience or cloud-like services for our customers. And when we say cloud-like, we're talking about greater availability, resiliency, scalability. It's also very cost-effective, and it provides very predictable performance.
Now this is something you introduced about a year ago?
We actually introduced Commvault HyperScale technology about a year and a half ago. We first came to market with Commvault HyperScale software with reference design, and then it was approximately a year ago, right before Commvault GO 2017, that we launched the HyperScale appliance.
And so it's a customer conference. You have a whole bunch of salespeople out here who are talking to customers. How are you finding customers coming to HyperScale?
Well, they really look at it for having a higher level of service that they can deliver to their customers, and we can do that with the HyperScale offering because it is providing greater availability, resiliency, so it allows them to provide applications and their services in a more robust fashion.
And that's really a cloud-like story, right? It's about elasticity and resiliency. Are you finding that there's a particular type of company that you're able to find traction with? I mean, who do you find is really responding to that story?
Yep. So for customer interest, it's really across the board. It's our existing customers that we have today that are looking to have that greater availability and greater scale with their existing Commvault solution. And it's also new organizations that are considering Commvault for the first time, where they want that scale-out infrastructure. They see the value of that, and at the end of the day, they really see the value in Commvault Complete backup and recovery.
Well, and that's really it, right? It's bringing kind of a new style of thinking to a more traditional service offering.
Correct. A great example of that is Gartner. One of their studies shows that by 2021, up to 80% of enterprise data will reside on a scale-out system. And we've seen a lot of success within the industry with scale-out on primary storage. And customers have seen the benefits, and now they want to extend those benefits and realize those benefits in their secondary storage, including their backup and recovery environment.
So how does the customer think about it? How do they come to begin to think about giving HyperScale a test drive or really maybe a proof of concept? I mean, how do you find you engage customers?
It really depends on where they're at in terms of either their buying cycle or in terms of evaluating the product. We do offer proof of concepts. We do offer try and buys, but oftentimes it's just the experience of trying it on a trial software basis and seeing the functionality of Commvault Backup and Recovery, Commvault Complete, as well as the experience with our user interface.
Well, and so it's also here anyway at this particular customer conference. The story is very much about a larger positioning of the complete Commvault solution in a more modular way, HyperScale being a part of that. How do you see that kind of fitting together with with customers thinking about getting a little more simplicity in their solutions?
Yeah, so with all of Commvault offerings, we've really simplified it in our packaging as well as our licensing. So it really gives customers choice as to how they want to consume Commvault. And it's very simple. We've got Commvault Complete, which provides our backup and recovery software. If they want to implement that on a scale-out infrastructure, then they would look at Commvault HyperScale. And then the other options would be if they're interested in Commvault Activate or Commvault Orchestrate.
So now you've had it in the market now for a year and a half. What kind of feedback are you getting from the market?
It's been really positive. In fact, if we look at the Commvault HyperScale appliance, our first product to market was the model 1300. We had great feedback. And customers actually asked us for more appliances in terms of both a smaller appliance, something that they could use in their remote offices, as well as a larger appliance to really hit those larger capacity points where it gets into the hundreds of terabytes and even into the petabytes. And we just announced earlier this week here at Commvault GO that we've come out with a new Commvault Remote Office Appliance, which is currently available, and that by the end of this year, we'll also be shipping a larger hyperscale appliance, the model 3300.
Well, and I noticed that you're really starting to cover a very wide spectrum of potential customers from reasonably small regional players to the largest of the large enterprise players.
Yeah, with Commvault, with the appliances, we've got the breadth and depth of the offering, as well as with the software. Commvault Complete, it is very scalable, and it really touches all of our customers, from very small organizations up to all large, very large enterprises.
Well, Phil, this has been very interesting. We've been very interested in the hyperscale story. We were here last year and heard it when it first came out. And best of luck with that, and I hope you have a great show.
Thank you.